Hello, everybody, and welcome back to to Anne of Green Gables, the 1979 anime. So yeah, we finished the first arc, and now it's time for episode 6, Anne of Green Gables, which finishes off chapter 7, and now goes on to chapter 8.
So it's Anne of the Green Gables redacted.
Pedro, why did you repeat the title of the show? I know what we're watching.
Well, that's the thing, Ribs. The actual anime episode we're watching today is titled the same. Well, okay, if it helps you, Ribs, the original Japanese name of this anime is Akaje no An.
I'll just call it episode 6.
Sure.
Let's get this started, shall we?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, click.
Yeah, I can't pronounce Japanese to save my life. I'll leave that to Darkstar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. Meantime, let me see what else I can.
Is there an episode in the future where there's from this intro, there's a flying horse?
Sorry, Dweebs. Again, we're operating on opening that is false advertisement because it features things that do not happen in the product.
Well, that's most Japanese openings in general.
Yeah,
not even Japanese.
Really,
not even Japanese. A lot of the medias in general tend to operate that. DuckTales, anyone?
Sure.
Yeah. They like to exaggerate a bit.
Exactly.
In their openings.
All right, so yeah, now that now that Marilla is thinking of letting her stay, let's see exactly, because technically she hasn't actually confirmed it to 100% to Anne yet. So let's see what happens.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a beautiful day.
Well, hopefully.
Here's one of her first things, helping out Marilla with the house chores. There you go.
It's not even that red, to be honest. It looks more like
it looks pretty
semi-orange.
In my country, usually even redheads tend to be just called carrot tops. So.
Or strawberry blonde for some people.
You know, sometimes I wonder if the tale was secretly rewritten by the I keep forgetting her name. Sorry, like she rewrites the story so that no one knows that she didn't actually do any of the chores. She just had Anne do it.
Marilla dips.
Yeah, Marilla, yeah. Marilla rewrote it, so it's like, oh, no. I helped with the chores. I totally didn't sit around and make her do them. It's like in James and the Giant Peach or anything.
Whatever.
Yeah, at this point we're starting chapter 8.
But that's not an answer.
Well, I never meant it to be. It's just that you forgot to do this. Evaluating.
Is she a robot now?
Is this one of the... Well, to be fair, I mean...
Maybe it turns out that Anne is an ancestor of John Connor.
Yay!
I like the cut of your jib and... And are you okay?
Oh, she is more than okay.
She's
Uh,
processing.
I'll have what she's
Either that-
having, please.
either that or the animators are high.
All right.
Why can't it be both?
Already.
Well, that's a good compliment, I guess.
And unlike Mrs. Blewett, she actually wants Anne to. She's actually going to support Anne and give her education, all that shit. And
The Snow Queen? What are you on?
Everything! Forget, when does the story take place?
1800s, I think this is.
19th century.
In that case,
19th
and you
century,
better be
yes.
careful, because sometimes they put girls like you who speak like that in the nut house during that time.
And we sure love their electrical shocks.
Yes.
there you go, Shiroi. Enjoy.
The saccharine is too much.
I don't know, Mr. Miyazaki. That one tree doesn't look entirely perfect.
0 out of 10.
And now, to celebrate, we're going to actually bring out the end credits theme. The Japanese end credits theme, specifically.
Oh, so that's it. The episode's over already then.
No, it's part of the celebration, Dibs.
No, the end credits are rolling. That means we stop. So that was the Green Gables episode 6. What are your thoughts?
But that was a short anime. I think we already did this joke.
I said do chores, not spin around in the garden. And what are you doing to my flowers?
Softening them by the looks of it? That does not work like that.
Jova,
Artistic license.
Jova, it's an anime that had a flying horse at the beginning.
Also, Anne, stop imagining naked
That's
children,
not-
please.
True, this, but that's actually not happening. It's part of her imagination. This is actually a very real, 100% realistic story. Actually, anything fantasy-like you see is all imagination from her.
What, oh yeah. Well, yeah. Well, mind you, there's a bit of fiction here, like blurry daffodils. I wonder how many people do that anymore, actually.
Well, we're not. Well, this is not right now, as we've just said.
She's gonna trip over something, isn't she?
And right on cue.
Yep.
Everything's going so right.
It would be a real shame if something happened.
Yes. No matter how long it takes, it would be a very real shame if something
Just
bad
like
were to
just like
happen.
with Bakura after the after his defeat by Nomaric. It might take a long time, but he will have his revenge.
Can't we just have fun? Like,
What
Don't worry,
is?
Shiro.
I'm sorry. No, no. What is this fun you're
Don't worry,
speaking of?
Shiro. Don't worry, Shiro. We're gonna have fun until episode 18.
See, there it is. It's all just a matter of time.
Well, this wouldn't be a very accurate portrayal of live Shiro if there was only fun in it, now would it?
no.
Yeah. Join us next. Yeah. So join us in a couple of years from now when we do the sequel series, Anne of Green Taxes.
It's actually called Anne of Avonlea, but yeah.
Anne of Green Taxes sounds, but yeah, it's just her filing her taxes for 20 episodes.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go in with dirty feet like that. There you go.
This will also be something that Takahata and Miyazaki would take to Studio Ghibli, the detail of, let's just show all the process of washing feet just because
And you're gonna like it.
details.
Well, I'm sure
It's all in
Quentin
the
Tarantino will love it too.
It's all in the
Oh God,
details.
no!
Please
Not
no.
this, Jova, please.
Of course.
Okay then.
I said wash your hands, not touch everything.
We had to work with what we had with.
You will appreciate my flowers, said Miyazaki.
There you go. Since we're on a TV budget, we can't do super duper nice looking food. It just looks regular.
That budget went into the petals.
Like, it's still okay, to be honest.
It looks
Like,
fine.
We're on a yeah. Even though it's a high TV budget, we're still on a TV budget in 1979. You got to cut us some
Like-
slack here.
I can from the other major Studio Ghibli movie, I can assure you that Miyazaki knows when to ask for good rendered food. So
Also, why did he pour his tea in the saucer and drink it
Yeah,
that way?
that's one thing. This is actually one thing that Merle and me have in common. Yeah, I don't like formalities either.
Whatever you say, Mr. Duarte.
now that's just provocative.
No problem, Mr. Skiben.
You don't even know my last name, Dweebs.
I have your Facebook profile.
The fact that you don't actually remember that says anything, but whatever, digressing.
I know this one.
See how happy I am? My face shows it very well.
Just because she's not smiling all the time, that doesn't necessarily mean she's unhappy.
Of course, like I just said. Look, I don't want to think of myself as a father figure. I have grown fond of you, but I hear that every father figure you have ends up dying. So I kind of want to avoid that.
It's too late for that.
It's never
Now
too
the
late.
contract has been signed.
Yeah, that's true. You also need to memorize your prayers.
Right.
Right.
I'm sure they won't. Plot twist: he makes the cat disappear because it turns out he's evil.
Like, if human characters have a risk of mortality in this kind of series, what chance do animals have?
They're floofy.
That alone cannot be enough
Well,
to
if
save
it,
a
ha-
Shiro.
well, okay.
They have floof immunity.
Well, Shiro, if it helps you, this is actually one of those cases where I'm guessing you're thankful that the cats die off screen.
I mean,
Hurrah!
yeah.
Well, the cats are not important anyway. So
Yeah, cats aren't important.
You
You said that
probably
in front
just
of
said some
Shiro.
profanity in the room, Pedro.
to this story, they aren't.
They exist, and that's all they need to do.
My son, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. You got yourself into
Next
that
caller.
one.
Okay.
You just don't want anyone else to have red hair because then you won't be as unique, honey.
I'm unique.
That's the thing. No, her logic is actually this, that she doesn't naturally. She hates red hair so much that she doesn't wish it on anybody, much less someone who's a friend of hers.
I think hair dye didn't exist back then.
No. Well,
It may
Okay,
have...
gotta be. I don't know this part.
well, actually, there's actually a book chapter that confirms that it was kind of a thing back then. But I'm not gonna say anything else.
Obviously, you can imagine. I can imagine, obviously, in a more rough manner, but yeah.
Yeah, it was more rough, but it did exist already by this point. It's in the book as well. It's not even from this anime. So yeah, back in Lucy's days already, it was a thing. It seems. Yes, she used to. So yeah, when she was young and naturally lived in Mrs. Hammond's house, she came up with this. There you go. She had to get to a point where she had to treat her reflection as her friend.
I'm not even gonna say anything. The stuff writes itself there. I'll just say this.
Again, Jova, the stairs. Remember the stairs.
I'll just say this. Sigmund Freud would have a field day with this girl.
Don't come to England then.
I hear there are some fairies that hang out. I hear there are some fairies that hang out in Kensington Park.
You're saying
No, I retreat because you were saying spooky about England. If it was the UK, there is part of it that's eradicated in the Gaelic culture.
I love how
therefore
creepy the
that's
music is.
I know, right?
Jesus Christ!
The xylophone compels you, Jova. It doesn't remind you of something like The Little Princess.
The Little Prince, you mean?
No. So that's something different. It's called, well, at least in my country, it's called The Little Princess. It talks about a little girl who gets to go in an orphanage because her father is fighting I think it's the Indian Wars, I think. Um, and and essentially it's an escalation of very, very depressing stuff, but all for another time.
Yes. Time to get some actual real friends.
She's not wrong.
Nope.
I have a limit, girl, for Christ's sake!
And Mullet will become the leader of a socialist party in Canada.
Well, I can't speak much for it, but there is an episode where Marilla has to leave the house so she can attend a speech by the Prime Minister. But that's as far as the book goes into the current day politics of this time.
Obviously, it's not really the focus.
Well, actually, technically, there is one particular moment in that episode where they do mention some aspects about
Knowing
religion
Anne,
and politics at the time. So.
knowing Anne, she will probably come up with the speech like Tommy Wiseau: "If a lot of people loved each other, the world would be a better place to live."
You know what? I could actually see Anne being good friends with Tommy Wiseau, not gonna lie.
They probably would have hours to discuss about life and death.
Yeah.
And
there's gotta be a lot of work to be done.
yes, yes. Come on, Anne, focus.
Oh, goody, she's gonna go Norman Osborn on us. Excellent. When I come on stage, when I come on stage, Mary, I want you to introduce me as Anne of Green Gables.
All right, and now behold Miyazaki-san's layouts for a bit.
I don't know, Miyazaki-san. That one tree looks a bit out of place there.
Damn it.
Damn it.
It's never gonna
He's-
be enough.
He's going to stab you with a pencil.
Should be a
No matter
katana.
No matter. Okay. Preview. And yeah, that's right. Our neighbor Rachel Lynn has yet to actually visit and meet Anne. So I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
that will,
Yeah,
so that will go to-
yeah, she
I'm
was
sure
the
they'll go
one
just
who
fine.
talked about how a girl would try and kill Marilla in her sleep or something.
Yeah, basically. So, all right, and that was it. Episode 6. Again, there's not that much trivia I can say because yeah, it's pretty much straightforward with no deviations whatsoever. So, everything checks out. No book trivia for today.
Good.
Go ahead too.
Oh, it's pretty solid. Again, this is mostly to just reinforce more like the daily habit and the fact that Anne's personality, you know, is clashing. Not in a sense that it needs to be well tamed necessarily, but more like understood, you know, and have her actually understand also better her surroundings, you know. Again, it's very interesting to see themes that are still relevant, if not potentially even more today, presented in this kind of manner, both for the story itself and for the anime. But that's it for me so far.
Sure, Blips.
It was good. You can't really, I couldn't really say much because a lot of it was mainly in that house and just took place over the course of a day.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it was fine.
All right.
And that's it.
Well, we're going to have. There's going to be a lot more eventful stuff happening in the next episode. If that helps you. All right, Jova.
It was a good episode, all thrown through. Had some nice humor here and there. Nothing more, nothing less.
This was This was one of the more slicey. This is already a live show, and this is definitely one of the more liveliest ones in the sense that
Definitely.
it's literally just Marilla teaching her how to pray and telling her how to pray and you know. Again, the book chapter literally is called Anne's. Anne's bringing up is begun. So this is literally just bringing up again. This is all about how the detail of how Lucy wanted to illustrate perfectly everything that the characters do. So you have to spend more time with them. All right. Anything else, Jova, or
No.
Chire closes out?
That was just a very nice episode. I'm not sure what else I can say
Sure.
about that.
Is the okay? Does the saccharine feel good after the previous episodes?
Yes.
Okay, then. See, I told you we were getting to that. All right, everybody. In the next episode, we're gonna have one of my favorites. Episode 7 called "Mrs. Rachel Lynde is Properly Horrified,"
All these people surprised or horrified.
which is adapted from Chapter 9 of the book. Mrs. Rachel Lynde is Properly Horrified.
Yes,
So-
yes. See you then.
So tune in next time
Yeah.
for Hannah Green Gables horror movie edition.
Yeah, okay, see ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.